talk about now is something that's been plaguing my life, or my mind, depending on how you want to look at it, for years. Um, so, what I consider myself now, I consider my time lifestyle, or my frozen lifestyle, because I don't progress. I feel trapped in a life that I don't even want. Go to the library and come back here. That's it. And the only reason why I go to the library in the first place is it serves as an alternate to hiding myself from the world, because I can't do that here. Because of my loud ass neighbor upstairs banging and slamming and screaming every fucking curse word that she's fucking crazy. I don't know what's wrong with her. I can't, and she is so fucking loud that I am scared to sleep. She is half of the stress of why I can't live here. Besides of the fact that it's also infested with bugs. The stove doesn't work. And I tried to kill myself in this very apartment. Seriously, I cannot move on if I continue to live here. And plus, I had my journal damaged here because someone turned on the sprinkler outside. The water started leaking through the window and it damaged my journal, which is very important to me, and I'm very protective of it, and I'm still upset over that. And this is where the indecision comes to play in my life. I know for a fact that I need to get the fuck out of here. When I come back in here, my depression stalls. I don't think people will understand this, but I feel like when something bad happens in a place, the negative energy or negative vibe from that action or whatever kind of remains. So and I sleep in the very same spot that I tried to kill myself, every night. The place that I sleep is the place where I try to kill myself. And every time I lay down there, I feel even more suicidal, even if I didn't feel that on that day. And I've mentioned before, but I have to tell you. So, this is the spot where I overdosed. And not only do I lay here, but I just put my laptop there, and I literally just lay here, and I can't tell you how awful that makes me feel. So, as someone that wants to take recovery more seriously, and who wants to be more motivated to help himself so he can gradually merge himself back into the real world and abandon a lifelong issue, which is basically isolating. The only real difference between now and my past is that now is even worse, because I locked myself almost completely. Before, it was just I'll hide, but I'll still go out on occasion. But I want to abandon that completely and be part of the world. But I need to take the time that I need to recover before I can do anything. Because when you're this fucking depressed, it's just you don't give a fuck about shit. And so I need to gradually take steps. And so I'm going to end up getting my lease for the next upcoming year with either this month or next month. So I'm getting close. And I already know for a fact that I don't want to be here. But I'm being indecisive on should I stay here or should I not? Because my suicidal life has been here. It's been my cage for 5, 6 years. I would never let myself go. And and when I leave that behind, I'm leaving a lifestyle behind. I'm leaving the place where I tried to kill myself behind. I'm leaving many years of isolation and avoiding the world, not going out on weekends, not doing shit, even on holidays. I want to actually abandon this. Gradually, I can't do this cold turkey. I already explained that I just can't do it. Um, but this is where the indecisive thing, I don't know if I should do it or I should not. Because I'm at a point now where I'm thinking that no matter what I do, I'm, I'm only going to make my life even worse. Like, I'm worried that I'm going to go homeless. That's what I'm worried about at this point. If I choose not to stay here, my only option is on the street. As a matter of fact, I think no matter what happens, I can't stay here anymore for my health. Because I have so much stress and no way to kind of calm that down that I'm ready to explode. I'm ready. If I was in my early 20s, I would have self-harmed by now. At least the self-harming is practically dead, although I almost relapsed within the past week with a belt. I don't know what to do because I'm a failure. Every decision I have ever made has failed. Like, it always ended badly, and so I'm worried if I choose not to move out of here, or if I choose to move out of here, I'm going to end up on the street. And I already made a decision when it comes to this. If I end up going on the street, there will be no going to shelters, there will not be any of this. I'm going to go hide somewhere and wait until I become a pile of human remains. And see, this is what I'm talking about. She's fucking loud. So, I wrote this in my journal many times. If I go homeless again, I will not try to survive. And I already decided, because let's not forget, I don't want to live in the first place. I only have a small percentage of me who wants to explore life again. Not a huge one, only a little bit. So I still have that majority that says I'm still better off being dead. Although, really, like, I still think death is better for me, but I don't want to take the steps on getting there anymore. I want to recover. But if I go homeless, I'm throwing it out the window. I already decided. And so, a combination of I'm worried what the consequences are if I move away, or if I stayed here, and the fact that I can't make a decision because of past failures. I'm stuck in a rut, meaning I could end up signing a lease for another year, knowing how unhealthy that is for me, knowing how stressful. I am struggling to hold on to my life as it is. If I end up staying here for one more fucking year, an entire year, wasting my life in a place that's mentally making me feel worse, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And that's where I'm being indecisive. I'm a guy that struggles with indecision, not just with life choices, but let me tell you. Let me give you an example right now. Okay? It's not just big things, it's little things. Like, okay, so I love Power Rangers. Power Rangers I grew up with since I was a child. So, when I do feel like I'm in a funk, I do watch Power Rangers, and it does help me forget about, that in gaming too. But let me tell you, this is I'm telling you this, well, mostly because this indecision is not just a big thing, it's a little thing too. So like, okay, so I finished, the last season I watched was Wild Force, but I didn't watch Power Rangers for several days because literally I would stare at all the 4 boxes, wondering, okay, should I watch this season? Should I watch that season? Should I watch this? Which one? I kind of want to watch this, but I want to watch that. That's what my mind is like, from the small to the big, and that includes me. Should I stay in this apartment? Should I leave this apartment? I'm like this. My mind is like this 24/7. And so that's what I'm saying. Should I watch a season from this? Should I watch? It took me like 6 or 7 fucking days to make a decision. And I'm actually ended up watching Power Rangers Ninja Force, which is such an awesome season. But that's my point. I can't decide. I feel disabled because I can't decide. And here's the thing. So, Power Rangers is actually an American adaptation of a Japanese show called Super Sentai, which I watched too. And there was actually an episode where one of the characters actually struggled with indecision. And this helped me so much, sort of. Well, it did help. Let's just say it did. The point is that another character that he was talking to, so Akira is the Orange Ranger, and Takashi, I hope I got that right. Japanese names are hard for me to get right, but I do try to get it right. Takashi, or let's just call him To, it's easier. Talk. Yeah, let's just say Talk. He was struggling with indecision. He couldn't decide on anything. This included how to fight, too, because, he's a ranger, and he didn't know which style, or he didn't know which plan he should stick with. And what Akira was telling them is that no matter if both decisions are bad, you need to make a decision. If you come to a point, what I was getting from that is, if you come to a point where both decisions that you have in your head are bad, you still need to pick one. Pick the lesser of evils. And that's why been feeling so stuck. I think the main reason, besides not being motivated to help myself, being very suicidal, and struggling to find help for it. I mean, I still to this day don't have a support. I think is because the reason why I'm still in this time loop lifestyle, as I call it, where I repeat the same thing over and over again every day, is because I have trouble making decisions. And what I should be doing is making a decision. So I hope that makes sense. No matter how bad a decision is, I still need to make it, because that's even worse. Not making this decision is even worse. So Super Sentai actually helped me with this. I know. I feel like a part of me is waiting to tell a decision to somebody and wait until they approve it. Because I used to be very submissive to people, because I felt like my opinions didn't matter. My main focus was to be accepted by everyone, and that little journey only caused me to not accept myself. But I think if I was to make a decision and to make one that I felt like benefits me and it would help me, is that I need to leave. No matter what happens, I need to fucking leave. I have a bad history here. Not in just here, but down the street. Because I used to live down there and it was a very bad experience. And now I came here with a very bad experience. Honestly, I just need a new scene. A new change of scenery badly. I never wanted to be here in the first place. In Minnesota in the first place, my depression took me here. Because when you're depressed, you make all kinds of impulsive decisions and just do whatever. You don't think about consequences. You don't think about nothing. You just do it. And that's what led me here. And that was before I even knew I had depression, or really mentally wasn't aware of it. So I think the best way to deal with my indecision is to make a decision. And I want to decide to leave. And when I say this right now, I'm still wanting to back out of it because I'm scared of the consequences. I told you I can't be homeless again. I want to take the time to recover, and then when I do, I'll go back to work. I mean, working is actually something I'm looking forward to. I think the more my depression breaks down, the more things I'm looking forward to. But if I have to go homeless, forget it.